Welcome to Shipyard Brewing Company, where every day our brewers take pride in handcrafting Shipyard's award-winning line of world-class ales. Come on in and check out what's happening behind the scenes.
Shipyard really represents the true emphasis of flexibility of the Peter Austin brewing system, the original brick kettle brewing system. It produces fantastic, balanced, authentic English ales. It also produces some more Americanized, highly hop beers, high alcohol beers, and some really balanced fruit beers.
Shipyard's become bigger than a brewery. Shipyard's become a way of life. I think sometimes I take it for granted. It's just out there selling beer. It's more than beer.
That community and family that gets created, when somebody at the end of the day gets done a brew and they taste the beer, they better be proud of it. And that is because they want their customers and their friends and their family to enjoy the beer. It's a family business, and it's a product that a lot of love and energy goes into. Yeah,
well,
really.
Fred, don't you always say if you can't have fun selling beer, you can't have fun doing anything?
No, it'd be very difficult.
La la la, la 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 la.
Shipyard's motto is excellence in brewing, and it shows in our ales. Our crew puts renowned Maine quality and craftsmanship into every barrel we brew. Our beers are based on recipes developed by master brewer Alan Pugsley, one of the most influential people in the craft brewing industry.
Well, my mission and goal was to get a biochemistry degree with no function at the end of it, not really knowing what I wanted to do. And ultimately, my love of pubs and obviously dovetailed me biochemistry, pubs, brewing.
Originally from England, Alan brought the world-renowned Peter Austin brewing system to the United States in the mid-1980s. Peter Austin founded Ringwood Brewery in Hampshire, England, and that's where Alan got his start.
He hired me not just to learn to brew practically, but then to build and design breweries with him around, as it turned out, not just in England, but around the world.
Around the world, yeah.
And hence ended up here.
Well, Alan, you've said before, it's not an occupation, it's a lifestyle.
I always say, I've never worked a day in my life.
Shipyard Brewing Company's history extends back to 1992, when it all began at Federal Jack's Brew Pub in Kennebunkport, Maine.
June 15th, we served our first export ale, which is what we're drinking right here. The Bluefin Stout was the formidable, and then
Well, Old Thumper, of course.
1994, we did Old Thumper.
Seems like yesterday.
Yeah.
From this neighborhood brew pub, Shipyard Brews quickly took on a life of their own, and within 2 years, the brewery expanded to Portland, where Shipyard's new brewery was built on the historic site where American poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow was born in 1807. More than 20 years later, maintaining the integrity of Maine craftsmanship and building our beers with great passion is as important to us as it was when we first began. Shipyard has grown into Maine's largest brewery and continues to expand.
I've had Shipyard in Los Angeles, Key West, Florida, New York City. Whoever would have thought it? Presently, our core markets are the Northeast and Florida, but our next evolution for the company is really to take this thing nationally.
Stay current with what's happening by visiting shipyard.com and sign up for the Shipyard Ale Society newsletter to get all the latest from the brewery to what's happening at our extended family of businesses. From the Shipyard Brew Pub in Elliott to the award-winning Federal Jack's Brew Pub in Kennebunkport. From the picturesque inn on Peaks Island in Casco Bay to the Sea Dog Brew Pubs in Bangor, Topsom, and South Portland, Maine, and Clearwater and Orlando in Florida. And in the winter, the Shipyard Brew House at Sunday River and Sugarloaf Mountains provide a warm respite and a cold brew.
The key to what we do, along with being executed, is getting that balance right in everything we've done. And the great thing is we've got young brewers now helping develop recipes in a pilot system. And Peter Austin always said to me, if the first beer doesn't taste like another, you failed.
Right. Amen. It is about consistency and quality. You know, it's a consistently high quality product.
The ingredients are high quality. No
And
question.
that reflects well, obviously, on the brewing team to produce the same high quality batch, brew, barrel, bottle, keg, whatever.
Every time.
Every time.
No matter whether we're venturing into the high-end American West Coast IPAs like
4X.
Monkey Fist, or the stronger beers like 4X IPA or Double Thumper, there's always a semblance of balance.
Shipyard ales are brewed one batch at a time using 4 basic ingredients: malted barley, hops, water, and yeast. It's malted barley that gives beer its flavor and color. Our barley comes from England for a better, more authentic English-style ale. Hops give beer its bitterness and aroma. At Shipyard, we use hops from the Pacific Northwest in England, depending on the recipe. Water is the main ingredient in beer, and here in Portland, Maine, our water comes from the clear crystal depths of one of Maine's finest aquifers, Sebago Lake. The 4th main ingredient is yeast, which does the heavy lifting, converting sugar into alcohol and CO2. These are ingredients that can be found in almost every beer. But it's the way we at Shipyard combine the malted barley, hops, water, and yeast that makes our brews unique. Here's how we do it. First, treated water called hot liquorback is heated in tanks. While it's heating, we put the malted barley from England into a mill that cracks the grain open. From there, the barley's fed into a vat called a mash tun, where it's mixed with the heated and treated water of the hot liquorback. Here, the starches in the malted barley are converted into sugars by enzymes present in the grain, making a sweetened liquid called wort. The wort is then pumped into brew kettles where a fire beneath heats and boils the liquid. Hops are then added to the liquid for bitterness. And unique to the Shipyard brewing system is the hop percolator, where we soak whole aromatic leaf hops to create a hop tea, which enhances the flavor and aroma of the beer. The boiled wort is then dropped by gravity into the whirlpool tank, where trub separates out, leaving a bright, clear wort. This and the hop tea are then cooled via a heat exchange to 68 degrees and transferred to a fermenting vessel. The next step is fermentation. It's here that yeast turns sugars into alcohol. At Shipyard, we use the world-renowned Ringwood yeast from England. Three days later, the fermentation part of the process is complete. The ale then sits maturing for 4 days, after which it's sent to conditioning tanks for the finishing touches: aging, cold filtration, and carbonation. The whole process from malted barley to beer takes 8 days. Next, it's time to package it. At our Portland Brewery, we can fill 192 bottles per minute. We then label them, pack them up, and ship them out all across the United States to communities like yours. You can find our beer from California to Florida, from England to Sweden. Wondering where you might be able to find Shipyard in your community? Check out our beer finder at shipyard.com. Days from barley to bottle. And what's in those bottles? Well, Shipyard has an exciting variety of ales for all tastes and inclinations, each one handcrafted with great passion. We pride ourselves on the consistency and freshness of our products. Our flagship is Export Ale, a full-bodied Canadian-style golden ale. The go-anywhere, do-anything beer is available in bottles and cans for every adventure. Old Thumper is an extra special bitter created at the Ringwood Brewery in England and brewed in the U.S. under license solely by Shipyard. And Double Old Thumper has double the pleasure of its little brother. Bluefin Stout is a dark and creamy traditional Irish stout. An IPA fan? Here at Shipyard, we have created an entire family of IPAs sure to satisfy any enthusiast. Check out our website, shipyard.com, to get the full list and descriptions of our year-round beers. We also offer a full line of seasonal ales as well, taking advantage of all the seasons have to offer. Everyone loves summer, and summer ale is the perfect companion for any and all activities in bottles and cans. Pumpkinhead heralds in the fall with an amazing subtle spice flavor sensation. Applehead follows in the winter with a delightful apple aroma. Deep in the coldest winter nights, Shipyard Prelude Special Ale is the perfect winter warmer. And Melonhead ushers in the spring with the refreshing essence of watermelon. We've also created Pugsley's Signature Series, which includes bigger beers, and our incredible limited edition barrel-aged series of ales. We never get tired of producing new and unique ales. Check shipyard.com for our full list of products and what's coming up next. We are also proud to offer handcrafted Captain Eli's soda, made with natural cane sugar and caffeine-free. You are in for a treat. And stand by for adventure with Captain Eli's comic book series. Read all about it at captaineli.com. There's no limit to the creativity and the quality of Shipyard's brewing lineup. Our beers are handcrafted with the spirit of tradition, integrity, and innovation.
There's a story behind it, and that's what we're all part of.
Yeah.
Like you say, and everybody who's touched it is part of that story.
People spend a whole lifetime in their profession, and they hope they leave a mark, right?
Yeah.
Well, after we're all gone, Shipyard will still be here.
Definitely.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So try any Shipyard brew, and you will taste why Shipyard Brewing Company is excellence in brewing.